Hey everybody, Brett, Bree.
Hi.
She's got a drippy nostril.
It's my one nostril.
You have two nostrils. It's just one of them is drippy?
One of them is always drippy. What's the deal?
That one, is that the Coke side?
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of Coke in this nostril,
Yep.
but it's like, why is this so drippy all the time?
I don't really do Coke. Which one feels more?
Which would be your Coke nostril if you could be doing Coke?
This one's open, so I probably would go for that one.
Yeah.
But I'm right-handed, so I feel like I would hold it with that.
Do you often find this one's a little congested?
Whatever one I slept on is the most closed, because all the boogers go there.
Make that your Coke nose, it'll open you right up.
Good to know, good to know. Cocaine tips, also don't do Coke.
Yeah.
Other things that shouldn't happen, Caitlyn Jenner is thinking of running for office in California. There is a rumor that Caitlyn might run for US Senate. According to her, she said, over the next 6 months or so, I gotta find out where I can do a better job. Can I do a better job from the outside, working the perimeter of the political scene? Being open to talking to anybody, or are you better off from the inside? We are in the process of determining that, but yeah, I would look for a senatorial run. She told The View she doesn't like Trump's current stance with the LGBTQ rights. She says that she's been disappointed in a few ways. She says the Democrats do a better job when it comes to LGBTQ issues. I know that, I'm not stupid. She's a Republican. She says the Republicans need help and I'm there to help them.
Interesting how she only cares about the one thing she's directly involved with.
Interesting.
The one issue that she is directly involved.
What do you mean?
The LGBT issue is the only one she seems to care about. Whereas, like, I don't know, racism and xenophobia and anything else.
That's the
Poor
weird
people.
When I watched,
I don't know, just what
she's a Republican, and so she's one. And when I watch her, I always am shocked at how she seems very earnest about things.
Yeah,
where it's like, oh, I didn't know that, and now I've learned and I've changed. It's very interesting. It is frustrating to see her encounter like issues that affect normal people for the first time. It's like, oh, I've struggled with this issue, but I've always been bigger, faster, richer than everybody else since I've been an adult.
Yeah.
And been able to benefit in many ways. So
right, like not going to prison for manslaughter.
Is that what?
She killed somebody.
What happened? Is that the car thing?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Not going to prison. I forgot about that.
Right.
Refresh people's memories. What happened?
Involuntary manslaughter. She was speeding, got into a car accident, and killed somebody.
I hate that. I hate that. That happened to Brandy.
But she'll probably become a senator now because of that. So that's what happens in this country. Yeah,
it's tough. And another thing that happens is people are like, people run the risk of, I think people are smarter than that, but then again, we elected Trump president. But then again, California didn't do something like that. California state.
California's perfect.
We're pretty good, and Caitlyn would potentially run for senator in California. What we run the risk of doing is being like, oh, she's gonna fight for LGBTQ rights. I know her name, so let's vote for her over other people because she's super duper popular, or at least has a lot of name recognition. And in a lot of cases, like we elected Arnold Schwarzenegger, a wrestler was elected governor of Minnesota. Yeah, so that's what I'm afraid of. But in the meantime, like so much other stuff, like tax-wise and public policy-wise, could be affected. Because this is a US senator, this isn't just a state senator. To have someone who's voting Republican on those sides, like maybe that would have been what was necessary without someone like Dianne Feinstein. If you have Caitlyn Jenner in there, she could possibly vote to repeal Obamacare, and that would have passed. And there's 14 million people without health coverage because we were like, oh, I know her. Yeah, I used to watch the Kardashians. She seems nice.
Oh, she wrote a tell-all. Did you know?
The tell-all vote.
Yeah, the only thing I would vote her into is she could be the president of Pepsi.
Pepsi, just do it.
Yeah, just the Jenners can rule Pepsi. You know, they're already pretty strong and solid on that. So just stick to what you know.
Yeah. For people who don't know, right now there is a fresh-faced young first-term senator in California named Kamala Harris. Used to be the state attorney general. She's pretty badass.
Love her.
She's the one who, like, when you see clips of her asking Jeff Sessions questions and he laughs at her, she's just like, I'm not gonna give up, you're an idiot.
Yep.
And then Dianne Feinstein, who is 83 years old and is up next in the vote. But she, while 83 and super duper old, shows no signs of stopping and is super popular in California. So
hell yeah.
Stay tuned for that. What do you guys think? Do you think Caitlyn should run for senator? Maybe start with a more local race.
She already won Woman of the Year just for coming out as trans. What about Malala? She could have won Woman of the Year, just saying.
Malala for president, I say.
Oh, I'd vote for that.
What do you think? Let us know. See you next time.